Number 5. Mewtwo. Oh dear, this is basically what happens when scientists try to play God. I know, it's been done before, but not in Pokemon it hasn't. Mewtwo was created by scientists as a clone of the previous Pokegod Mew. Again, Mew, I'm sorry, but this is God. Being too powerful for men to control, Mewtwo destroyed the lab in Cinnabar Island, killing all who was in it. In red and blue versions, you can go to the abandoned lab and train. There you find creepy journal entry. Huh? Entry 1, July 5th. Guana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. After creepy journal entries. Entry 26, February 6, Cinnabar Laboratory. Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. The hell is this stuff? After creepy journal entry. Another one. September 1st, Cinnabar Laboratory. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. You maniac! You blew it up! Damn you! Damn you all, the Dusclops! Even more disturbing, after you defeat all the gym leaders and the Elite Four, you're strongly suggested to go to that cave and fight him. I'm really wondering how that conversation went. Pink! Oh, Pink, you've done almost all you can do in this one-sided universe. How about you go to Cerulean Cave? I bet it's tons of fun there. Yeah, sure. What's in Cerulean Cave? Oh, just a man-made abomination that kills anyone who tries to control it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go home and, watch the Vermilion Shore. Number 4. Battle with Red on Mount Silver. In every generation, you have to defeat 8 gym leaders, 4 elite trainers, the champion, and your rival to prove that you are the Pokemon champion. But in Gold and Silver and Crystal, including the remakes, they took it to another level. In Generation 2, you had to defeat 8 Johto gym leaders, the Elite Four, the champion, your rival, 8 Kanto gym leaders, and then Red. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, Red was a playable character you used in Pokemon Red and Blue. You could name him after yourself, but his default name was Red. After climbing Mount Silver and reaching the top, he's there waiting for you. Without saying a word, the battle starts, and you are thrown into a very high-level battle sequence. He has the essentials: Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, Pidgeot, Espeon, and of course Pikachu being the strongest. If your Pokemon are also on a high level, he's an easy win. After his defeat, he stares at you, says nothing, then disappears out of thin air! Yes! I finally did it! I defeated you, Red! Now truly, I am the Pokemon champion! You hear me? Where the hell did you go? What the hell? Where did he go? Is he a ghost, a sidekick, something? I don't know. What is he? Whatever he is, it is freaky. The walk out of that cave is long and eerie. Number 3. The Pokedex Entries. Anyone who actually plays the games to the point of catching them all, you know what I'm talking about. But those who don't, here's a little background information. When you catch a Pokemon in the wild, its information and statistics are immediately uploaded into your Pokedex, or your Pokemon Encyclopedia. It has the basic information: height, weight, type, words found, even the male and female differences, and 1 or 2 sentence bio on it as well. But do you guys ever really look at those 2 sentences? I think the point of them was for them to seem more like dangerous animals rather than cute little creatures that you capture and train, but some of them get a little graphic. Victory Bell. This horrifying plant attracts prey with its aromatic honey, then melts them in their mouth. Parasect. It stays mostly in the dark, damp places. The preference not of the bug, but of the big mushroom on its back. What the hell? Hypno. It carries a pendulum-like device. There was once an incident where it took away a child it hypnotized. Great, now there's Pokemon pedophiles. Haunter. Its tongue is made of gas. If licked, its victim starts shaking constantly until death eventually comes. Okay, pedophilia sounds really great right about now. Frostlass. Legends in snowy regions say that a woman who was lost on an icy mountain was reborn as Frostlass. Does that confirm or reject Darwinism? Litwith. While shining a light and pretending to be a guide, it leeches off the life force of any who follow it.
You said you were showing me the way out.
Lavender Town. You all knew this was coming. Lavender Town, like the Unknown, has become a very popular element along nightmare fuel and creepypastas. But unlike the Unknown, Lavender Town was creepy to begin with. In Red and Blue versions, there's a curse upon the town, saying the Soul House, which is like a graveyard for Pokemon, is haunted by ghosts that are undefiable. In order to see the ghosts for what they are, you need a slip scope, which you get later on in the game. If you go with that one, the ghosts look like this. Oh my god, not only is it scary as hell, but they tell you to get out. And even worse, your Pokemon can't do anything to it because they're too scared to move. I'd be too scared to move too. Get the hell out of there and go grind your animal slaves somewhere else. After you get the slip scope and make it to the top of the building, you battle against the ghost of Marowak, Cubone's deceased mother, that was killed by Team Rocket. This kind of brings down the scary factor since it just looks like a regular Pokemon after that. The last thing to mention is the music. My goodness, is it freaky. Almost everyone I knew growing up turned off the volume on the game whenever they reached Lavender Town. The music is just so uneasy. In Gold and Silver, the music is redone to sound more soft and peaceful, rather than the sound of death creeping up behind you. An old rumor that when the game was released back in Japan, the sound of Lavender Town's music was so sharp that it made the kids vomit and nosebleed. You'd think this would stop me, but it doesn't. I'm fine, Mom, just playing Pokemon! Oh, Game Freak, when will you not make us vomit? And the #1 scariest person, place, or thing in the Pokemon games. Missing No. I really don't know how I'm still alive after dealing with this unholy abomination. In Red and Blue versions, there's a certain glitch that's very popular among fans called Missing No. Even though he's not a real Pokemon, fans consider him to be the missing number of all Pokemon. Missing No is found on the right coast of Cinnabar Island. Before you do that though, you have to have a catching example shown to you by the old man in Viridian City. If you continue to surf up and down, you'll eventually run into it. Not having any definite shape, it just looks like a glitchy bunch of blocks. Here comes the scary part. I've heard numerous stories from numerous people what could happen if you catch or defeat Missing No. With both, you can either take the chance of cloning your items in the 6th slot of your bag, or take a god-awful risk of unwriting your game and corrupting your file forever. No! God! Fuck! Missing No is proof that there is no loving God in the Pokemon universe. Deism! At the same time, making you really wish that you just stayed home like all the other 10-year-old kids and just watched cartoons instead of going on a Pokemon adventure. And those are my top 10 scariest people, places, and things in the Pokemon games. Crime lords attacking children, the end of days, ghosts, killer animals, and even Satan's spawn himself. All while claiming it's a game for children. Thank you, Game Freak. You're the reason I sleep with my eyes open at night. See you, everybody. Hope you see me in therapy.